Zoroastrianism has many supernatural entities that can be seen as demons, known as devas. However, the Persian term deva should not be confused with the concept of Indian religions such as Hinduism and Buddhism, where devas belong to the category of divine beings or gods. This video looks at the Zoroastrian demons' origin, who they are believed to be, and specifically at the major demons of the Zoroastrian faith. In the Gathas, the oldest Zoroastrian text attributed to Zoroaster himself, the devas are simply gods that are to be rejected. The Gathas speak of the devas as a group and do not mention individual devas by name. In these texts, the devas are still worshipped by the Persians, and some of the followers of Zoroaster is noted to have previously been followers of the devas. In the Gathas, devas are criticized for being incapable of discerning truth, the Zoroastrian Asha, from falsehood, the concept of Druj. The conclusion drawn is that, at the time that the Gathas were composed, the process of rejection, negation, or demonization of the Persian gods had started. In the younger Avesta, the devas had evolved into divinities that promote chaos and disorder. In contrast, the word Deva Yasna, which literally means one who sacrifices to devas, denotes adherents of other religions, and so still preserves some semblance of the original meaning, in that the Deva prefix still denotes other gods. The Vendidad is a collection of late Avestan texts that deal almost exclusively with the devas, their various manifestations, and the ways with which to confound them. In Vendidad 10 and 19, three divinities of the Vedic pantheon follow Angra Mainyu, the great enemy of Ahura Mazda, and Spenta Mainyu. These three divinities are Indra, Sarva or Rudra, and Nangaita or Nasatya. Together with three other devas, Tauru, Zairi, and Nasu, the six oppose the Ameshaspentas, the six manifestations of Ahura Mazda. For more on them, check out my video on Ahura Mazda and his worship. I'll leave a link in the description below. According to Vendidad 19, Angra Mainyu dwells either in the realm of the devas in the north or in the underworld, which is a world of darkness. Angra Mainyu is explained as the Divanam Daivu, the Deva of Devas, or chief of the Devas, but it should be noted that nowhere is Angra Mainyu said to be the creator of the Devas or their father. According to the earliest version of the myth, Angra Mainyu is the twin brother of Spenta Mainyu, the Holy Spirit, and both were the sons of Ahura Mazda, the wise lord and supreme deity of Zoroastrianism. In a later dualism, Ahura Mazda, still the creator god, is himself the force of good, while Angra Mainyu is his evil, destructive counterpart, and both exist from eternity. Angra Mainyu's essential nature is expressed in his principal epithet, Druj, meaning the lie, which expresses itself as greed, wrath, and envy. This is in opposition to the concept of Asha, meaning truth, which is upheld by Ahura Mazda. The Vendidad is usually recited after nightfall, since the last part of the day is considered to be the time of the demons. Because the Vendidad is the means to disable them, this text is said to be effective only when recited between sunset and sunrise. In later tradition and folklore, the devs are personification of every imaginable evil. They play a crucial role in the cosmogonic drama of the Bundahishan, a Zoroastrian view of creation, completed in the 12th century and found in the Pahlavi text. In this text, the evil spirit Ahriman, which is the Middle Persian equivalent of the Avestan Angra Mainyu, creates his hordes of devs to counter the creation of Ormuzd, the name of Ahura Mazda at the time. In particular, Ahriman is seen to create 6 devs that are considered the antitheses of the Ameshaspentas. Mirroring the tasks of the Ameshaspentas through which Ahura Mazda realized creation, the 6 antitheses are the instruments through which Angra Mainyu creates all the horrors in the world. Further, the archdevas of Vendidad 10 and 19 are identified as the opposing counterparts of the Ameshaspentas. The 6 archdemons listed in the epistles of Zatspram and the greater Bundahishan are Akamana or Akuman of evil thought, opposing Vohomana of good thought, Indar or Indra that freezes the minds of the righteous, opposing Ashavahishta of best truth, Nangait or Nangaitya of discontent, opposing Spenta Armaiti of holy devotion, Sarva or Sarvar of oppression and chaos, opposing Kshatra Vairya of desirable dominion. Tarvi or Toru or Tavrich of destruction, hunger, want and need, opposing Harvatat of wholeness. Zauri or Zarich, the demon of aging and decrepitude, who poisons plants, opposing Ameratat of immortality. Among all the demons, Akamana or Akuman is to be dreaded the most. He is the demon of sensual desire that was sent by Ahriman to seduce the prophet Zoroaster. In the epistles of Zatspram, Akuman is first among the demons who tried to injure Zoroaster before and at his birth. He was however easily defeated by his own weapon of deceit being turned against him. Vohomana, who had chased Akuman to the spot, turned back and asked him to enter the house. Akuman thought that, as his rival was leaving the place, his own work was finished, and left as well without accomplishing anything. The ability to make righteous decisions is blunted by Akuman. He is the cause of evil intent, and a mortal so afflicted searches for gross defects in others while hiding his own. Denkart 8 attributes the crying of newborn infants to Akuman, reasoning that the demon frightens the children with ghastly images of the final renovation of the world. According to Denkart 9, Akuman causes a mortal's failure to discriminate between good and evil. He so introduces discord and, as a consequence, physical evil in the world. He perverts a man's thoughts and makes him miserable. The Vedic Indra, king of the gods in heaven, was demonized in Zoroastrianism, starting with the Avestan Videvdat. In these texts, Indra appears at or near the top of lists of demons that are to be annihilated. Interestingly, it is Ashavahista of good order who is assigned that task. The Middle Persian great Bundahishan states that Indar, the Middle Persian form of the name Indra, freezes the minds of the creatures who practices righteousness, and the Denkart says that Indar is the fighter or slayer. This fits with the name of the demon following Indar on all these lists, namely Saura, which is traditionally interpreted as the Vedic Sarva, probably meaning arrow or spear, but maybe already appearing here as a personified demon. Together with Saura, the Middle Persian Indar prevents people from wearing the undershirt and belt that all Zoroastrians are supposed to have on their bodies. In a new Persian text, however, Indra, now appearing as Andar, plays a malign role in individual eschatology by causing anguish to the departed and carrying the sinners to hell and inflicting punishment on their souls. Nangaitya is the demon of discontent and ingratitude, who whispers poisonous lies to people of what they should have or could have, and so deprives them of gratitude for all the good things they do have. Nangaitya is the arch-enemy of Spenta Armaiti, the Ameshaspenta of devotion, who encourages gratitude and thankfulness. Nangaitya is the demonization of the Vedic Nasatya, of the Ashvin twin gods associated with medicine, health, dawn, and the sciences. Sarva of oppression and chaos is a Zoroastrian demonization of the Vedic Sarva, meaning archer, an epithet of the Vedic deity Rudra and subsequently of the Hindu deity Shiva. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any detailed information on Taurvi or Zauri, so if any of you have any details on them, please share in the comments below. Moving on, the Greater Bundahishan 34 adds 2 more archdemons to the previous list of 6, which are not in opposition to a specific Ameshaspenta, namely Ganak Medok, the foul death or stinking spirit, opposing Ahura Mazda himself, and who is possibly thought of as a manifestation of Angra Mainyu, and Aishma or Chesem of wrath, opposing Shrausa of obedience. Aishma is said to carry a bloody spear, who stirs up mortal enemies with bloodlust and sets them against the righteous. However, for all Aishma's power and malevolence, he cannot overcome Shrausa, who poises his knife-like battle axe, which flies as of itself, and to cleave the Deva's skulls, to hew down Angra Mainyu the wicked, and to hew down Aishma of the bloody spear, to hew down the Devas of Mazendran, every demon god. The Devas are also thought to be the hordes of devils with a range of individual powers, ranging from almost benign to the most malign. They collectively rush out at nightfall to do their worst, which includes every possible form of corruption at every possible level of human existence. Their destructiveness is evident not only in disease, pain, and grief, but also in cosmic events such as falling stars and climatic events such as droughts, cyclones, and earthquakes. They are sometimes described as having anthropomorphic properties, such as faces and feet, or given animal-like properties such as claws and body hair. They may produce semen, and may even mate with humans. But in general, the devs are not described as a force to be feared. Zoroastrian texts describe how the devs may be kept in check, ranging from cursing them to the active participation in life through good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. And despite the chaos and suffering effected in the world by Angra Mainyu and his demons, Zoroastrian believers expect Angra Mainyu to be defeated in the end of time by Ahura Mazda. Confined to their own realm, the demons will devour each other, and his own existence will be quenched. Thank you so very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps to grow and support the channel. Till next time, bye bye.